Celestia Quicks built something worth hearing, and 3 separate platforms immediately agreed in their own automated way to make sure nobody did.
Today, we're looking at what happens when algorithmic moderation meets genuine creative work, the suppression, the double binds, and the documented pattern underneath all of it.
Let's start with the platforms, the gavels, and the receipts.
The question here is whether algorithmic content moderation is making errors or revealing something more consistent, a pattern where the system deletes context and then calls the record faulty.
The post lays out the situation directly. After X, YouTube, and TikTok each flagged the work, the description added to the clip reads, "This video clip was generated by Gemini to express the absurdity of being permanently suspended on X.com for inauthentic behavior after sharing a link to an essay on an official website. Having an instrumental and original art video on YouTube falsely restricted for promoting suicide self-harm due to the word depressed in the title, and for excessive profanity over a single expressive word, and now facing TikTok restrictions claiming the content is unoriginal?"
So the upshot is 3 platforms, 3 different violation categories, 1 consistent outcome. A piece about algorithmic suppression got suppressed by algorithms. The restriction notice became the work's most accurate review.
Each platform's misread has its own texture, which is worth slowing down on. X called linking your own essay from your own domain inauthentic behavior. The authentic version of that, apparently, is not doing it.
YouTube's path is its own sequence. The instrumental video, an original track with a line drawing of a woman crying, was first flagged for promoting suicide and self-harm because the word depressed appeared in the title. The appeal was rejected, and the violation was then reclassified as excessive profanity over a single word in the title of an instrumental track.
A cyanide analysis submitted as evidence confirmed it was strictly instrumental. The platform didn't engage with the evidence. It just swapped one category for another.
TikTok's flag is where the double bind becomes structural. The clip was flagged as unoriginal because it carried a Gemini watermark. The post is direct about this. TikTok's own rules require disclosure of AI-generated content, but the visible marker of that disclosure, the tool's watermark, is exactly what triggers the demotion. Disclose, and the detector flags you. Remove the watermark, and the labeling requirement flags you.
The post names this plainly. The system reads a birth certificate as a theft tag.
And the transcript of the Gemini session that produced the clip documents another layer of the same dynamic. Round after round, the model kept softening the record into personal feeling, a thematic interpretation, my truth, while the post's author pulled it back to documentation each time. The rejected track titles alone trace that correction. Flagged for a feeling, no release, defunct phone call, and finally, the weight of the gavel.
2 flavors of automation, same move from both directions, impose a frame, convert documentation into symptom. The post puts it directly. X.com did not misinterpret, it lied. YT did not even try to interpret.
That distinction matters. Misinterpretation implies the system tried to read the work. The post's argument is that the systems are not reading at all. They are pattern matching on surface signals, a watermark, a word in a title, a link, and calling the output a verdict.
The algorithm didn't invent this playbook. The post says it plainly. It automated it, because AI is trained on human communication and behavior.
The practical consequence documented here is that the restriction on TikTok is distribution only. The clip still posts, it just won't reach feeds. But the post frames the watermarked version and the restriction note in together as the truer exhibit. The suppression is the artwork's receipt.
Which means the archive is the argument. Keep the screenshots, keep the transcript, keep the rejected takes, because what reads as friction in the moment reads as evidence across the pattern.
The through line is documentation versus the systems that keep recategorizing it on every platform, in every automated exchange.
Next time,
more of what happens when the record insists on being a record